is there a specific standing posture? I work for 13 hours, standing full time. I think we normally address those who are seated and you say take a walk. Now, what about somebody who's standing for 13 hours?
Yeah, 13 hours standing is going to be a long time.
Mm-hmm.
It's also a strain to your back muscles. Mm-hmm. The body is designed to move. Really, that's why we have those arms projecting out of our spine and those legs projecting out of our spine. Mm-hmm. So standing is going to be a long time. Mm-hmm. I would advise him to take a break a little bit. Don't go completely 13 hours onto standing, because usually your muscles will tense up and they'll get into contraction and into spasms, and then you'll feel pain. So break it up a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Or if he has to stand for a long time, take a stool and place one leg on it. That will shift your body weight a little bit that way, so that you're not completely strained out. Yeah. And make sure your work level is also not straining your back. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's something also interesting. When you're seated, what's the correct height for your hands to be, especially for those who spend their time, typing most of the day?
You should raise your desk level such that your elbows are at 90 degrees. Your forearm is at 90 degrees at the elbows. Okay. So you're campered this way, not up that way, or not too low up there, so that you're completely just 90 degrees within the framework of the body. Or lower your seat to... Or lower the seats lower.
To get that. All right, what about lifting? Is there a specific or good lifting posture? Especially for those who lift heavy objects. I know that there are some who actually lift, and at the point of lifting you twist your back. Is there a correct posture for lifting?
Lifting, always make sure that you don't lift things that are too heavy for you, depending on your frame. How do you determine that? That's good. That's good, because recently I think there was a format of people not lifting gunny bags that are weighing more than 90 kilos, so they went down to 60. And that was just a sense of really looking at the weight that they should be lifting. Right. And then again, you have those people who probably work, let me take this market downtown.
Marikiti there.
Marikiti there, yeah. Carrying potatoes or bags of potatoes or whatever they're carrying on. But because their body is toned to it, the muscles have been developed in such a way that they can lift that particular weight. They know that obviously they will not strain. But you not having that kind of training or tone into that particular side, you need to be sensible. Do not lift anything that is too heavy for you. And if you have to lift, bend so that you're using your leg muscles to help with the load. So you're bending your knees so that you're squatting and lifting it up, as opposed to going right down, because that projects a lot of load onto your back.
Okay, now going back to those at Marikiti, or even similarly, those who possibly train in the gym and lift heavy weights.
Yes.
Isn't that bound to affect you later in life? Because you might be toned now, but what damage are you potentially doing to your back in the future?
Yeah. I have seen, for example, that people who lift weights in the gym actually have a little big lumbar, a belt around their waist, and that kind of braces that spine such that they can take the tone of the weight. And just proper weight lifting mechanism is what that tends to help them with the lifting. Okay. So they have the use of the big belt here. But likewise, they need to be careful about how much weight they're lifting. And they gradually have to step up the weight load, such that if you're starting off weight training, you shouldn't go from 5 kilos to about 60. You have to gradually build increase into it as your muscles get toned up and they're able to take more load than usual.